Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Kind of Grown podcast. If this is your first time tapping in, this is where we talk about growing up, messing up, healing, leveling up, and everything we normally don't admit out loud. It's Nick. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. I know I didn't. Make sure you follow the Instagram at Kind of Grown Podcast, at Kind of Grown Studios, and there's my personal page at the Nicholas Evans. Run that up, share it. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast. I will be sharing those in the description. Make sure I think I have a Facebook finally set up, and I have a TikTok. So I have all the socials finally on, and I try to post regularly, 3 times a week, 3 to 4 times a week on there. Clips, behind the scenes, everything. I'll have those all in the description. But you can see that we are getting into friendships, the real kind, the messy kind, the kind that change, fall off, and sometimes surprise you in the best ways. So sit back, relax, get your snack, drink, whatever. Let's get into it. Start because no one tells you how much friendships change once you get older. When we were younger, it was so easy. You just had to ask their mama if they could come outside. But now you got to plan everything. People got jobs, responsibilities, classes, relationships, deadlines, bills, sleep schedules, and 2-day mental breakdowns. And the crazy part is nobody warns you the distance. Distance doesn't always mean beef, but because we're human and a little dramatic, we start thinking, do they not rock with me anymore? But the truth is, we're just trying to grow up. You hit 20, 21, you start realizing who's really in your corner because they want to be, not because they happen to be around all the time. Friendships fall off all the time, and it's not always in fighting. Sometimes you just don't talk to them anymore. I've had that happen. But I have about 3 close friends. 2 are probably listening to it, and one's in the Army Reserves right now. But yeah, just friendships fall off all the time. You grow in different directions. You ever look at somebody you used to be super close with and realize you don't really have any of the same interests anymore? There was no argument or no shade. Y'all just go on different paths. Number 2, it's just unequal effort. If I'm texting them all the time and they text me back with 2 words, yeah, I see what's going on. I mean, they just stop giving effort into the friendship. Number 3, life transitions, college, work, moving, healing, new relationships. When your life changes or your schedule changes, your circle shifts with it. Then unspoken resentment. This is the sneaky one, the friend that's competing with you, the friend that always wants to outmatch you. He or she is not really on your side. They silently keep score. It's the one that like supports you but not really. Friends where we didn't beef, we didn't argue nothing, we just weren't us anymore. That's okay, but if you still have my stuff, run my shit back. It's where people get stuck. You're allowed to outgrow people. Growth requires pruning. If you're healing, growing, leveling up, not everybody is meant to sit at the same table with you that set there 5 years ago. Nobody tells you, your parents don't tell you this, but it tells you how weird it feels though. You might start missing people. You don't even want them back in your life. It's just, you miss that feeling. Nostalgia is crazy. Like I said a few episodes ago, here's something that's really important. Leave room for people to evolve too. Someone who wasn't a good friend at 19 might be a totally different person at 25. Life really just humbles all of us. You ever scroll someone's Insta and think, damn, we used to be inseparable. Now I wouldn't even know what to say to them. Yeah, that's like the feeling I'm talking about, trying to get through to this episode today. Flip it a little bit. Talk about finding your people, because when you find the right people, it feels like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels peaceful, easy, and free. Your people will hype your growth, give you space without getting weird about it, show up in the biggest and smallest ways, be consistent, and not disappear when things get hard. Your real people don't require you to shrink. And let me tell you something, your real friends will let you disappear for 3 weeks, come back, and not skip a beat. And it gets harder to find those type of people the older you get. Go places alone, join communities, talk to people, say yes more. Ask someone to hang out first. Don't force connections and stop clinging to dead friendships just because you're scared to be alone. Talk about finding the red and green flags in people, and sometimes those can outweigh each other. You start with red flags. They only hit you up when they need something. They get weird when something good happens for you. Always negative. Talk trash about everybody, including you later. Drain your soul and never pour back into you. Cheer for you with the most dry, crusty, backhanded compliments. That one there irritates my soul. Where the one who disappears, life is good for you, but magically reappears when something goes wrong. Just leave me alone. Green flags, the ones you keep and need to look out for: consistency, mutual effort, accountability, celebrating your wins like they're their own, boundaries, respect, stability. They don't treat you like a convenience. They'll drive 20 minutes to pick you up after you locked your keys in the car and they didn't record it. That's a real friend. We always talk about the friends we lose, but we don't talk about the friend we become when we start growing. When you're healing or leveling up or trying to get your life together, you're not always the easiest person to reach. And I'll be honest, I've had phases where it wasn't that I didn't care. I was just overwhelmed and trying to figure out who I was and try not to repeat old patterns. But part of maturing is being able to look in the mirror and say, yeah, I wasn't the best friend during that time. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you're becoming a better version of yourself. Sometimes I ghost, not because I'm mad or distant. I'm just kind of over all of it, and I need to rethink everything I've done. I need quiet and I need space to breathe. The key is learning the difference between needing time to yourself and pushing people away because you're scared or stressed or going through something. I had to learn how to communicate that. Like I don't know how to describe it. And when you start growing, something else happens. You become intentional about who you even keep around. You stop bonding. You stop tolerating chaos. You stop letting people drain you. You start choosing peace. And the beautiful part of that is when you become the best version of yourself, you attract friends who match that energy. That's when you really start finding your people. Let's talk about something real because nobody teaches us how to tell the difference between a friendship worth saving and one that's just old and not worth putting anything into anymore. Not every fall off is permanent. Some friendships hit rough patches, life gets busy, someone gets in their feelings, someone messes up, but the foundation is still solid. Friendship is worth saving when both people are willing to talk, take accountability, and actually make changes. If you two can sit down, be honest, laugh, cry, whatever, that's a relationship or friendship with roots. Sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. You're out here fighting for a friendship that they already let go of. If you're giving 100% and they're just giving 25%, it's just not worth it anymore. Just because a friendship ends doesn't mean they're a bad person. And it doesn't mean you're the bad person either. Some people were only meant for a little part of your life, not all of it. Some endings actually, some closed doors are actually protection. Some endings are preparation. But if we got to argue every single month just to be friends, it's not worth it. And at the end of the day, you'll know sometimes it hurts, but peace always comes right after the release. Of the day, friendships are supposed to feel like fighting for your spot. They're supposed to feel like home. Some people will fall off. Some people will come back. Some people were only meant for one chapter of your life. And that's okay. That's how life works. Just don't shrink who you are to keep people who were never meant to stay. Find your people, love your people, grow with your people, and don't be afraid to let go when the season is over. I know this one was a little bit deeper for what I normally talk about, but I just wanted to get into it because this is about kind of growing up and just finding what you want in life. So yeah, that's all. Just make sure you follow the socials, share this episode, and I'll see y'all next week. Stay kind of grown. Peace.